Alright, we got some harvesting to do today in the garden. I got some peppers to go ahead and harvest, and mostly I got some greens to harvest. They're getting to where they're big enough now and go ahead and harvest some of these greens and tops for the rabbits. But I'll show you how I do it to make sure they stay sustainable during the entire winter. So instead of going and just cutting the whole plant down one by one, if you take bits and pieces of the right parts, it'll continue to produce throughout the winter. So let me start on this side over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Before we get started, I'll show you the beds I've got going now. Here's one of the beds. The other bed over there, that's already planted. So I got succession planting going. Once I start thinning this all out, that should be up and going. Of course, I got some beets down here. Here's another beds of greens, carrots, greens, and these are ready to be harvested too. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. But there's carrots, and there's also some clover mixed into this one. Kale. Then you've got kale over there also, which I've got to go ahead and harvest these peppers I got going. Let me go ahead and get those out of the way. I'll show you. Because truthfully, I still can't believe these peppers are still growing, but man, they're growing. Oh, God. Which, by the way, these peppers, these jalapeno peppers, those are for my daughter and my son-in-law, Chris and Chelsea. How about smoking hot? These things are smoking hot. Oh, nice ones though. Man, these things are hot. Good Lord, they're hot. No. There we go. All of these jalapenos I'll give to Chris and Chelsea. They love this hot stuff. Not me, bro. Not me. Just got ways to go yet. Here's the banana peppers I still got on. There's still more coming out, but this one's still good. I need to go ahead and take that one. That's a pretty good size, actually. I think these peppers are winding down though. I really do. I'm gonna let that one go a little bit longer. Yeah, this thing here is about gone. Yeah, it's about peppers in. Alright, let's see. There we go. Oh yeah. So we're talking about that, they'll start getting that on there. And for some reason, since they're close to those jalapeno peppers, these things will actually start getting hot. But anyway, I do believe that may be it for the peppers. Okay, this is going to be the last of the peppers, I do believe, for this year. But you can see you got the jalapenos, the bell pepper, which is, I'm telling you right now, is going to be hot. And there's 2 banana peppers. But I'll go ahead and give those to Chris and Chelsea. Peppers are kind of their thing. So I'll give them to them. By the way, if you've got worms or bugs in your yard, man, that's a little bug catchers right there, buddy. That's what you need right there. They'll take care of any bug problem you got. Alright, so here's the plant I'm talking about. See down here where the stem and all is at? See how the one's coming out down here outwards? It's this one. that's all you really need to harvest. So if you take a little bit, like this bottom one that's on the outshoot of this one, and leave the rest, you move on to the next plant, like this one, and so on and so forth, and just do it to all your plants. You get plenty of the greens, and it doesn't kill your plant. That way it lasts throughout the winter, because these things will grow. So let me start cutting some of these things, harvesting them. Okay, this is all the greens I've got for the rabbits. As you can see, that thing's slap full and it's packed in. And as far as making a dent in this stuff, I ain't even made a dent in it. Look at it. It's still just slap full. And that's what I'll do all winter. I'll take a piece of the plant, but I'm not going to take the whole plant down. And it'll keep producing and keep producing. So that's the way you manage greens during the winter time and make it sustainable. Alright, now I got a chicken coop to clean out. Alright, this bag of collard greens I'm going to give to the chickens. I actually tried them with the rabbits and the ducks and the chickens with just little bits of it, and the rabbits and ducks didn't go for it. Chickens did. They're like little garbage disposals. Yeah, tried all of them. What you doing there, Scooter? What you doing, Scooter? Huh? See, Scooter's still got a couple of those things left of the collards. They ain't in them collards. There's Crazy Daisy. Hey, Crazy Daisy. How you doing? And there's Sweet Lily. Yeah. Yeah, none of them really went for collars other than the chickens. Even the ducks. I was kind of shocked. I figured the ducks was gonna do it. They wouldn't. Them ducks just, it's like they snubbed their nose up at me. Alright, here's our eggs I had today. And now I gotta get all that mess cleaned out and get it ready for winter. All right, so as far as in the coop, it was more or less set up for the summertime. And it really wasn't, I didn't have that thick of hay in here. That was more for easy cleaning and to keep it sanitary and all in here. Except I do leave it, I tend to leave it thick, like around where the roosting bars are at. And there's the obvious reason why. It makes that a whole lot easier to clean up. Same way, wherever the roosting bars was at, it's where I kept it. And you can see how it was thin here. I mean, there's still some mess, a little bit of mess in there, but not too bad. But for the winter time, I got to put it real thick in here. But first thing I got to do is clean all this mess out. So let's get started on that. So, with all that fertilizer and that hay, two birds, one stone. You keep the temperature right and constant in the ground with the hay, and the fertilizer breaks down and goes down and gets to the roots, and man, that's self-fertilization. You can't beat that with a stick. All right. The old stuff's all cleaned out of the coop now. You can see everything's clean, even their nesting boxes, or laying boxes. All are done, everything's clean. Floor's ready to go. Now, like usual, first thing I'm gonna throw down is gonna be some DE. I'll swear by DE till the day I die. That stuff is great. Hey ducks, what's doing there, ducks? Y'all next. All right, yep. Hold on. The DE is not only good for controlling things like mites, fleas, ticks, that sort of thing, but it also helps control moisture in your coop. I'll show you what it looks like. Which, by the way, when you're spreading this stuff, you really need to wear a mask. That stuff gets in your lungs, man, it'll cake in there and dry and suck out every bit of moisture up out of it. So anyway, here's what it looks like. These all down. I even put them in the layer boxes. And so now, it's time to go ahead and get the hay all in there. Which, look at this. I gotta get some more hay pretty soon. Alright, I'm done with her coop. Well, I ain't done with it, but you can see I got all hay down. And I'll just give you a tidbit of information when it comes to like back here where their roosting bars are. I put it extra thick under the roosting bars. Here and even up there. And trust me, you make it thick under the roosting bars, you're gonna appreciate it later when it comes time to clean it up. Trust me, makes it a lot better. But I also went ahead and I've got it pretty thick, you know, throughout the coop. And that's just because when the cold weather comes, this will at least hold some heat in for them and keep them all warm in here. So anyway, this is done. Let me get all our stuff back in here and I can open that door and they can act like fools. They'll scratch for hours in here because anytime you change anything in their coop whatsoever, they lose their minds. So let me get the stuff back in. All right, as far as how I get them to put more calcium in their diet, it's these oyster shells. They're crushed up oyster shells. They have a lot of calcium in it. So I leave it for them to eat it just when they want it, and that kind of helps them break food down instead of picking up plain old rocks. And it also puts calcium back in their body, which they really, really need. So I leave it out like this and take it, put it in their feed, And you can see it just kind of comes up in there, and they eat it out of there. So I get them to eat calcium. But anyway, that's how I do that. And I leave it, of course, out. If they want it, they can get it. But I put it in their food just for them to pick at. Alright. The chicken coop is done. They're ready. Set up for winter. It's good, nice and thick hay. Keep them nice and warm in here and clean. Even their nesting box or laying boxes is done. Only other thing is, once that temperature drops really low, I'll go ahead and shut this window down. And that'll be it. They'll be ready for the winter. Alright. Let me go let these nut bags back in here and watch them go crazy. What you doing there, chickens? Huh? What y'all doing? Huh? See, I threw some beech nut squash out here for them. They done dug them out. I hear you there, nut bags. And see, I threw some hay out here just to keep them occupied, to keep them out of my hair. What? What, Flossie Mae? You done been teaching everybody to fuss? Alright. Let's let y'all in to fuss some more. How about that? What's up? Hell yeah. Y'all going in there and tear stuff up. You know you want to. Go ahead, dummies. What you doing there, ducks? Hey, ducks. Puddles, you got a loud mouth. Puddles, shut up. Loud mouth. What you doing there, chickens? What y'all doing? All right, crazy chickens. Alright, that is all I've got today. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. God bless all of you. And please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that like button. That kind of helps out too, I guess. But anyway, I do hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.